What if a society could function without a governing body, without rules, without leaders? Welcome to the world of anarchism. Anarchism, a term that often evokes images of chaos, disorder, and lawlessness. Yet these connotations are far from the truth. At its core, anarchism is a political philosophy that champions the absence of government, of hierarchical authority. It is a belief in a society where individuals are free to govern themselves without the imposition of external rules. The word anarchy is derived from the Greek word anarchia, meaning without rulers. It does not advocate for a world of chaos and disorder, but rather a world where power is not concentrated in the hands of a few, but dispersed amongst all individuals. Misconceptions abound, but the essence of anarchism rests on self-governance, cooperation, and mutual aid. So, when did this seemingly radical concept take root? Let's delve into the annals of history. Anarchism isn't a product of the modern age. It has a rich, complex history. The seeds of anarchism were sown as far back as ancient Greece, where philosophers questioned the very concept of authority. Zeno of Citium, for instance, dreamt of a utopian society without rulers, where all men would live as equals. As we traverse through the Middle Ages, we find traces of anarchist thought in the writings of religious sects. They championed voluntary cooperation and mutual aid, in stark contrast to the oppressive feudal system of the time. The 18th century saw the birth of anarchism as a defined philosophy, with thinkers such as William Godwin. He fiercely opposed the state's control over the individual. His ideas were built upon by Pierre-Joseph Proudhon, the first self-proclaimed anarchist, who boldly declared that property is theft. Fast forward to the 19th century, and anarchism began to take a more tangible form. The 19th and 20th centuries saw anarchism evolve from a philosophical idea into a political movement. During this period, anarchism began to shape and influence various political movements and revolutions around the world. It was a driving force in the Spanish Civil War, where anarchists played a crucial role in the fight against authoritarianism. As anarchism continued to find its footing in the political landscape, it began to diverge and develop into several distinct strands. Anarcho-syndicalism emerged, advocating for workers' self-management and direct action. Anarcho-communism, another strand, sought to abolish both the state and private ownership, favoring communal ownership instead. And then there was anarcho-capitalism, a philosophy that champions individual rights, free markets, and the abolishment of the state. Anarchism, then, is not just one idea, but a spectrum of ideas, all united by a common rejection of hierarchical authority. In today's world, does anarchism still hold relevance? A question that strikes a chord in the heart of our contemporary society. Anarchism is more than just a relic of history. Its influence permeates through our modern age, subtly shifting the dynamics of our social and political spheres. A closer look reveals the anarchist philosophy echoing in the voices of environmental activists, championing for unregulated preservation of natural resources. It resonates within the digital realm too, where advocates for internet freedom defy centralized control, embodying the anarchic spirit of self-governance and autonomy. The media often paints anarchy with a broad, unruly brush. But beneath the surface, it's a call for freedom, a demand for individual sovereignty, a challenge to the status quo. Anarchy is not just about chaos and disorder. It's about questioning authority, challenging norms, and disrupting systems that bind us. Anarchy, then, is more than a political theory. It's a living, breathing philosophy that continues to shape our world in surprising ways.